I'm Big Lou Barbecue, and I'm grilling at night again. And I know daylight savings time has happened, but that also means baseball season has happened, and I got to take my son to baseball. So I grill steaks when we get back, so it's dark. Got the Coleman lantern going over here. You probably hear it hissing. Sorry about that. We're testing out the new STŌK Grill. Probably won't use that lid too much. If you saw my review, the lid was all banged up, but all I'm doing is some thin cut sirloins, and I'm gonna try a little steak topper with that silly little, what they call a wok. Looks like a skillet that has a hole in the bottom that's just puzzling me. I wish somebody would tell me what that hole is for. If you know, please comment down below. Anyway, we're gonna test it out, see how it cooks. I just lit up a chimney of coals, and I prepared the steaks earlier. I'll show you how I did that, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do for this little steak topper. All right, Big Lou Barbecue. All right, I'm using some thin cut sirloins. They're rather big. The libin's there for size comparison, so in the bottle you can see how big the steaks are as far as the surface area, but they're cut thin. I didn't want something that took too long to cook. It was already ate something at night and I was hungry. So these little thin cut sirloins are just about perfect. You just sear them on one side, sear them on the other, and they're just about done. Put some Worcestershire sauce, some olive oil, and some homemade adobo seasoning. I like adobo on steak. I think it works well. But I make the adobo myself. That way I can leave out the MSG. Most of the store brand adobo seasonings are full of MSG. I don't try to avoid that as much as I can. All right, I'm also going to make a steak topping that involves mushrooms, green onions, a lemon, half a stick of butter, some cracked black pepper, and some salt, just to test out that wok. I left the green onions a little big so they don't fall through that hole. Now let's get the grill thrill on.
All right, what I did is I put some paper down in there, and I lit it with my Zippo. Then I put the charcoal rack in, then I put the grill grate in, then I put in the charcoal chimney, then I filled it up with some Royal Oak charcoal, and it's starting to go pretty good. These coals are ready. Hot, man, it's hot. And I can't say that it took any longer or any shorter than a normal charcoal chimney, but it's convenient, I suppose, to have it in the grill. All right, that is a feature I guess I kind of like. So I'm gonna just remove it, and they spread out just like that. Now, since these steaks are thin, I'm going to move these coals around the outer edge. There's not too many on the inner edge because I'm going to be cooking the steaks here. I'm going to be cooking that topping in this skillet that they call a wok that has a hole in the middle of it. All right, I'm going to set what they call the wok right down in there like that. Guess it takes practice to figure out how to release it. But it's gonna sit right in there like, oh, I gotta get it on the, there we go. And I put some butter in it. All right, but it's got a hole right there, but I can see it's not sitting level, so maybe that's why there's a hole at the top. I don't know. Now I'm gonna throw these sirloins right on here like this. You know what, they're getting in there. Don't get in there. Don't want to know, a little bit in there will be fine, but not really what I want to do. Not as much room as I thought there was for these big sirloins. I should have cut them. Should have cut them. They'll cook though. I'm gonna put these green onions in here. Get them all in there. Now I'll put these mushrooms in here. Now I'll put 2 more pieces of butter. Now I'm gonna take the juice from half a lemon. Put it in that thing right like that. Just see, just in there like that. Mash this down. Hopefully it doesn't all fall out that stupid hole. Now I'm gonna take the juice from the other half a lemon.
Just like this. Now we're going to stir this around. Get everything going well. Coat it in that oil and butter and lemon juice. I'm going to add the salt and black pepper. We're going to let that cook down. Should have cut these steaks. Should have just cut the steaks before I cooked them. But I didn't realize exactly how much room the wok in the middle is going to take up. Normally I cut these green onions smaller, but because of that hole, I didn't want them to fall through or anything. Now what I have here is about I'd say a teaspoon of salt, maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon of cracked black pepper. Mix that up, and as you can see the side with that's a little bit, but yeah, it's starting to drip down that hole and onto those coals right there. You can see it flaming up. I don't get the hole. I just don't understand it. Maybe it's to drain bacon grease if you're cooking bacon in this thing. Then it would be handy, but right now, not so much. I'm losing a lot of my sauce that goes with this. Kind of knew I would with the hole in the middle. Next time I do this, I'm just going to do it in a cast iron pan. Maybe I just plug it up with a mushroom. I'll put a mushroom over it and see what happens. Let that cook down. About time to flip these sirloins. With them being this thin, it's hard to keep them anything but medium. That one got a better sear on it. Must have a hotter fire over there. All right, these mushroom and onions are cooked down to about where I want them. I'll go ahead and add that last pat of butter. Let that melt in there. You can see stuff is draining out of that hole. I'm kind of keeping it tilted down to this side. And it kind of works. If you kind of keep it tilted, then the hole's not a big problem. I still don't understand it, but you see what happens, stuff flares up in there. Doesn't make sense to have a hole in the bottom of it to me. All right. That last little bit of butter's melted. The topping's just about done. I'm gonna pull this off. Just like that. I'm gonna set that grate in there and pull the steaks over here some. That one's probably about done. Yep, this one's medium rare. Give it one more flip, pull it off. Move this one over here where that one was because it's a little hotter. That one's done too. Pull it off. Shut the grill down.
And I'll see how long it takes to cool them down. Let's go inside, taste test this.
Yep, that hole leaked. As I brought it inside, it leaked all over my wife's floor. She wasn't happy about that. I put it on the counter on the trivet. It leaked out. I put a paper towel under it. All of the juice for my steak topping just leaked out on the counter, or most of it did anyway. It really is a dumb idea to have a hole in the bottom of that skillet they call a wok.
All right, I've already cut the steaks open, and as you can see, they are about medium to medium well. This one here is a little well done right there in the center, but that's okay. That's the way some people like it. So anyway, they're gonna be good. I'm gonna put them on a plate, top it, and we'll do a taste test. As you can see, this one's just about medium, and it looks good there too. So both these steaks are gonna be fine. All right, I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna have a piece from both steaks. So there's that one. That one's medium like I like it. And this one, that part's well done. The other part here is medium rare. All right, now what I'm gonna do, new grill, cook it on camera, fooling with a pan that has a hole in it. We're just gonna spoon up some of this mushroom and onions, lemon juice, and get any of the sauce that's left and didn't drip through the hole, because I'm using a spoon that holds it. And we're just gonna put it on just like that. And now we're gonna cut it. I'm gonna go ahead and take this medium rare one because that's what I want. All right. And we'll take that bite on camera. Here we go. Take that bite right there. Got some mushroom right there. Got some green onion right there. Medium rare. Good. It's sirloin. And you know the deal with steak. The more you pay, the less you chew. The less you pay, the more you chew. So it's good. The topping, if you've never tried that, try it. Just don't use a pan with a hole in the middle. STŌK Grill, like the grill. The attachment thing is silly. I think it did a good job at the steaks. Big Lou Barbecue.